You might have heard about the great results that people can get from intermittent fasting. But does that mean that you should just copy whatever other people are doing? Maybe not. And these are 4 reasons why you shouldn't. We meet a friend of ours and they say, "Oh my gosh, I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I'm not eating for 18 hours and I eat just for 6 hours. I feel amazing. You should definitely try it." Should you though? Everyone's body is different. So what works for one person may not work for us. If our friend is following the 18-6 fasting pattern, fasting for 18 hours and eating in a 6-hour window, this may turn out to be too difficult for us, especially if our eating window is currently shorter than 12 hours. We also don't know how our body would react to drastic changes. We should consider many factors before trying to copy someone else's routine, such as our lifestyle, activities, and how much time we can devote to change our habits. This is important to prevent a negative experience that may make us believe that the changes we're trying don't work for us, or even worse, make us feel like we are failing and there is no point in trying improving our lives at all. My advice is to start slow. A good first step is to try fasting for 12 hours, then gradually increase the fasting window. For example, if we add 1 hour each week, in just 4 weeks we can reach a 16-hour fasting window if that's what we want and we feel comfortable with it. This will help our body adjust to the changes and make our experience more positive. Reason number 2. We believe that intermittent fasting is a type of diet that could help us lose weight quickly. For instance, we have a big event coming up and want to shed a few kilos in a short period of time. We might think, okay, I'll do intermittent fasting, and if I eat for just 6 hours a day, it's easier to consume fewer calories, making it easier to lose weight. This way, we create an obligation with an unrealistic and unhealthy goal that can only be achieved by deprivation. We may reach our goal, but at what cost? We could become burned out, likely stop the habit on the day of the event, and decide that intermittent fasting is a torture, never to be done again. We might then eat much more than before, regaining the lost kilos and potentially even more. This is exactly why diets in general don't work. We should instead consider intermittent fasting as a lifestyle change that can enhance our quality of life and make us feel better. More likely than not, we will end up eating less without even thinking about it, and as a consequence, eventually lose weight. Reason number 3. We view intermittent fasting as a way to indulge in whatever foods and quantity we desire. However, it is important to maintain a healthy diet and consume nourishing foods. I like to think of it this way. Whenever I eat junk foods, I'm missing out on an opportunity to nourish my body. Intermittent fasting alone is not a miracle cure for our body and health. We still need to make sure we are eating nutritious foods that will help keep our body strong and full of energy. Reason number 4. During our fasting window, we can't forego drinking anything and focus on doing lots of work or however else we choose to spend our fasting hours. Hydration should always be a priority. Did you know we can live for up to 2 months without foods but only 3 days without water? Staying hydrated also helps to curb hunger. In fact, often when we feel hungry, it can be because we are simply dehydrated. For this reason, during our fasting window, it's important to drink plenty of water, and we can also choose beverages with 0 calories so as not to break our fast. We could have black coffee, teas, or herbal teas and infusions. For instance, at night, we could have a chamomile tea, which has the additional benefit of helping us sleep better. In the morning, we can start our day with an energizing beverage such as black coffee or black or green tea. When I'm not going to the gym in the morning, I personally make green tea in my 1-liter thermos and usually finish it before breakfast. When should you start your fasting window? Recent studies have shown the advantages of circadian eating. This means we should stop eating when the sun sets and resume eating when it rises. Depending on where you live though, this might be challenging. The next best option is to stop eating 3 hours before bedtime, and this would mark the start of your fasting window. Ultimately, when you start your eating window is up to you. To make it easier to stick to the habit though, It's best to maintain consistent times. What I recommend is to adapt your strategy to your lifestyle. Unless you are under 18 or pregnant or have a medical condition, there is no reason not to try this strategy. However, it is always advisable to consult your family doctor first. Intermittent fasting was one of the strategies I implemented during my healthy eating journey. Would you like to know what has helped me at the beginning of my journey? I talk about it in this video here.